One quick thing I wanted to discuss is what happens when you put all your eggs into an outcome goal, a massive one, and you keep looking at that goal for years, and it's really been what you've identified with for most of your life. And this is the example from the life of Tyson Fury, the heavyweight boxer. From the age of, I don't know, 12 to 14, he had his mind focused and set on beating Vladimir Klitschko, the then heavyweight champion of the world. Now, Tyson Fury was focused on this goal. It consumed him. That's all he wanted. Day in, day out, that's all he wanted to do. And eventually, I can't remember what age he was when he eventually fought Klitschko, but he was around 24 or something like that. He ended up fighting and beating him. And the problem was, he had given himself Everest to climb, and now he'd done it. And there wasn't anything after. He didn't have any goal after. He just had this massive outcome goal. He had achieved it, and what now? And he had a gaping black hole, and he had a history of mental health issues, and basically this led him into a massive depression spiral where he gained lots of weight, become an alcoholic and a drug addict, and he didn't want to box or do anything. So I just wanted to add this story in there to make people aware that are listening. Just having a massive outcome goal is fraught with danger, because what if you achieve it? What then? And what he got his motivation back from other boxers saying he couldn't come back and compete again. And he said in a podcast, it was short-term goals that got him back to boxing, losing weight, getting fit, because he put on a lot of weight, and it was the motivation from short-term goals, from just going on a short run, going training, because he didn't train for 18 months. His motivation just literally collapsed on him, and he didn't want to do it. No fire left. He put all his focus on beating that man Klitschko, and then he'd done it, and then it all collapsed on him. And I can understand in a small sense, because for many years I wanted to get my black belt, my black sash in Kung Fu. It took me 9 years or so. And after I had achieved that, I didn't know what to do for quite a bit of time, because that's what I wanted to do. Now, obviously, the high I got from achieving my black belt was amazing, but compared to obviously becoming undisputed heavyweight champion, nothing compared to that. And so I had a bit of a low. I suffered with a little bit of, maybe, I wouldn't maybe go as far as say depression, but I did feel low and directionless, whereas obviously Tyson Fury had a massive crisis. And so after achieving my black belt, I went on to train in different martial arts and go through those belts, and I went back to university and studied psychology and other things. But I'd always remember that feeling. And especially when I hear him talk about it, I find it's very interesting to hear his perspective. And something that we can all take on board is, if we set ourselves a massive goal, we always have to think about what next. Because if we do achieve it, we don't want to suffer the same fate. So you want to be continually setting goals. And as we get older and we don't have that age on our side so much, we're going to have to tone down our goals. They have to be, if they're physically related. So we've got this continual motivation. Because as Jordan Peterson has said before, without goals, you don't have as much positive emotion, because taking step towards achieving goals is a ready source of positive emotion. And, life is tough. The world is a tough place. We need access to as much positive emotion as we can. And as I say, these goals have to be aligned with our values. They can't be wishy-washy. They really have to mean something for us.